All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to another Slime Isekai Memories video today, or I guess tonight, depending on what time you're watching this. But this was posted a little bit ago, I think like a day or two ago, and I kind of wanted to go over it because they pushed out a user survey and they kind of have answers to the questions, and like the feedback that a lot of people had been giving them. So let's start off with the first one. This is about recruits, magic crystals, and the shops. So first question, it's difficult gathering magic crystals and there aren't many ways to gather them, so I'd like more events where they're available. And basically they're just like, you could login bonus, story events, limited time events, the milestones, bond levels, and other missions. They're considering adding more magic crystal opportunities to meet player demand. You also have Heroes Jubilee. And the new tower event coming up this month, or I guess next month, will also have magic crystal rewards plus Crucible. So yeah, I think definitely like there is a decent way for magic crystals to be obtained like by free to play, but I feel like it's not enough to be able to keep up in a way with like all the banners that they release, because they release so many. I feel like there should be like a bit more of an increase, but also at the same time you have to understand that at the end of the day this is a business and they want to make money, right? So they need to maintain a sort of balance between like the amount of crystals you can receive, because they want you to spend money, but they also don't want to make it so that you have to spend money. But yeah, it's we're happy to hear, I guess I'm happy to hear that they're thinking about adding more ways to earn magic crystals with the new events and stuff. So yeah, next, moving on, they talk about new discount packs. They already have a decent amount. Like they did the New Year's one, they did a Christmas one, but I guess maybe some people kind of wanted like Dokkan, where like Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, where they kind of have like a standard like super sale, and then like on holidays they'll have an even greater sale. But I think, yeah, like I guess I'd like to see more packs. I don't know. The ones that they currently have are a little bit expensive for what they give you, but yeah. Moving on, the 20 magic crystals I get from daily missions aren't enough. Please add recruit tickets to daily and monthly login bonuses. And they said, we'll consider adding recruit tickets as rewards for missions in new monthly events and as login bonuses. So we just had the like the 2-week login bonus for the 3-month anniversary, which was okay, but like the login bonus that we currently have, and I mean I feel like this is the same with a lot of games, but it's kind of bad. It's like what, like 30,000 magicules, like 1 intelligence magistone, which I mean I get it's not supposed to be like the greatest thing ever, but I feel like it could be spiced up a little bit more. I think I would like to see something maybe like Dragon Ball Legends, where they do like a new sort of like event every like consistently. So there is always like a somewhat special login bonus. It's not always amazing, but it does give you more opportunities to get more resources. But we'll have to see. I mean, they already do pretty well with the like event login bonuses. Like every anniversary, I feel like the login bonuses so far have been pretty decent. Like they just gave us a free 5-star ticket and 12 summit tickets, so definitely not bad. I mean, there is, I guess, always a way to improve, but it's not like a big requirement at the moment. New recruit events seem to come really frequently. Like there to be more time between recruits. So they said like they want to hold 3 recruits per month, for like, which offers new characters. While we do not plan to alter the number itself, we will consider extending the time between recruits. I think three recruits per month. It's not like the worst, but I feel like there definitely needs to be a little bit of space, because I feel like if they go at this rate, like it's really easy to just run through a lot of characters. And also, like, I mean, if you don't have a way for people to catch up on new banners or like new characters and stuff like that, then like, I don't know, it's like there's no point in releasing a lot of the characters, because pretty decent majority, does that make sense? A pretty decent amount of people, sorry, aren't gonna have these characters, right? So like, while 3 recruits and seeing all these new characters is cool, I think maybe there should be a little bit more time, or I guess a better way for people to get more tickets, and like at least get a chance at getting the new character. But we'll have to see. It's a little bit different because it's not like Dokkan. I keep using Dokkan as an example, but it's not like that where it's like there's regular and then there's like the Dokkan Fest units, right? But yeah, we'll just have to see how they adjust it in the future. After a limited time recruit has finished, please add the new character to the standard recruit lineup. We're considering rerunning limited recruits featuring popular characters. Let us know which limited recruit characters you'd most like to see return in the future. So we already saw this with the dark banner, with the dark rerun banner, where they gave us all the dark battle units, and then they also added Shion, which I think is fine. Like, I think there should be given a little bit more time for that, though. I don't know exactly when it ends, but I think they should kind of add more characters to the standard limited pool, or at least like change it somewhat, because I mean, already at this point, like, so many people have, like, who spend money regularly on the game have at least like 1 6-star of that unit. But once you already have all of those units and you summon on banners with such a big pool, and it's the same units, and then let's say you trade them in for another ticket, but then the tickets only have the same characters, so there'd be no point. I mean, you can get other rewards and stuff like that, but I feel like I don't know, I think they should change it up a little bit. I don't exactly remember how they did it with SAO MD, Memory Defrag, because they kind of did the same thing with that game, where they had like the standard pool, they would release new characters, but you would also always summon from the standard pool, if that makes sense. Basically how they do in this game. I know they eventually added characters into like the standard pool and made it bigger, but with this game specifically, how they're releasing the new units, I don't know how exactly that's going to go. We'll just have to see in the future. Like for you to add more characters with many different attributes. I mean, we already know that they're gonna release with new elements every month. I feel like we should before anything, we should wait till at least every element has gone its own month. We have water in March, and then we have earth and space left up until May. So we'll have to see what they plan to do from there. I'm sure they already have plans in like discussion right now, but I think we should at least wait a little bit to see before they do anything. I would like for you to add more options to the Seeds of Growth Bazaar. Please, we are considering expanding the items available for exchange in the Seeds of Growth Bazaar. Thank God, because right now, the Seeds of Growth Bazaar is absolutely terrible. You can't get anything. It's like, oh, you can trade in a couple seeds for 1 strength stone. Oh, great, thanks. I can't just go parallel process it and get an infinite number of like those instead of spending my like what is it called, like the pity points from each banner, you know? Like there needs, because it's points from banners that you've summoned on that you haven't been able to push all the way to pity. There needs to be more in that Seeds of Growth Bazaar, because like I'm pretty sure there's no player out there who has actually spent their seeds. It's like, what do you, there's literally nothing to buy. Well, you can buy a gray perfect workshop, even though you just run the daily predator battles and you get like 9 of those per run or something, right? So I'm glad to hear that they're definitely changing it, because it really does need to be changed. It's a really bad like shop at the moment. Then we have towns and nation building, just like allowing us to go inside buildings. There it looks like they're gonna add the character conversations inside the buildings. That'll be cool. Looks like they're planning to improve nation building usability moving forward. And okay, so please add a feature that allows me to speed up conversations with townspeople or skip them with one button press. Having to walk around and meet each character and constantly tap the screen is a real pain. We're currently considering a feature where the home display companions button at the bottom right of the town home screen would allow players to jump straight to character conversations. That would be nice. I think it was definitely a good idea on paper, to have the person, you run around your town and you talk to all the townspeople, but running around the entire town and then you tap on one person and you have to tap through all the dialogue and then it freezes and then it goes into the Tempest coins. It's like, sometimes you just want to get it done, right? Like, it's like, okay, please, like, I just want to skip this already. And sometimes like I'd slack off on it because it's like, yeah, I could, but like, I don't want to. So, I mean, allowing them to jump straight would be fine, but I feel like the bigger issue within that is more all the dialogue. I wish there was just like a skip button that you could just click instead of like having to tap the screen, or make like the Tempest coin thing, like not zoom out and then zoom back in again, Can we please add a feature that tells players what characters will be in town and when they'll be there? Yeah, I mean, that'd be kind of interesting. Great if you could give multiple gifts. That'll always be nice. And can you make him run faster? I think he already runs pretty fast. But it looks like they'll be taking that into consideration. Not too much about towns and nation building, because I feel like it's already pretty decent. I think it's just the little things they need to streamline, but for the most part, it's pretty well designed. Events and items. Yeah. Can you please make potions recover more stamina? Like, you have the hot spring that's already 4 potions worth. Usually, I don't know, I've already gone like 40-ish, but sometimes you can get unlucky. But the hot spring is nice. I guess they'll be thinking about like stamina regeneration. It takes too long to finish limited events. I think they should increase, for this one, I think they should increase the percentage that non-event characters have. Like, I get the whole point is to summon for the new characters and, you can clear through it faster. But, like, why does my 5-star, like, let's say for this past light event, right? Why does my 5-star level 96 Shuna only have, like, 8%? Like, I mean, once you max out the free character they give you, you'll be at, like, a 40%, like, a decent amount, like maybe 50 something, 60 something percent. But like, shouldn't the 5 stars be worth a little bit more? At least make it like 10%, because like some people can't always summon on those banners, and then the parallel processing and all that stuff is like, sometimes it's not enough, and you have to run the event over and over when you could be spending stamina on other things. I feel like they should increase the percentage for 5 stars a little bit more, but we'll just have to see if they do that. It doesn't really sound like they plan on doing that. They're just like, oh, use the parallel processing. Oh, great. Thanks. I like it if 3-star characters would drop from the main story and other content I clear in game. We currently distribute 1 character with each monthly event, but we'll look into your suggestions. We also continue to hold awakening trials that allow players to get memory stones. Yeah, I think, like, I don't know, like 3-star characters, if you already do summons, you get enough of them. I wonder what they're going to do for the later events after we clear all the elements. But the awakening trials are always nice. I feel like they did that pretty well. The last one I did on stream, I think it was the Dark Rimuru one. That one had so many stages, and it gave you like a lot of the 4-star memory shards, which I mean, I guess are always nice. I haven't used like any of them at all because I just haven't really had a use for them. But who knows? Like maybe there'll be like a really insane 4-star they release, which that's kind of going back to this one, the recruits and stuff like that. I hope they add more 3 and 4 stars as well as 5 stars, because having only like the same small amount of 3 stars, like it gets old. You know, like it's kind of always fun to have like new interesting 3 stars and 4 stars, kind of like what Epic 7 does, because some of them actually have usability in the game, right? Like of course 5 stars will always be good, but sometimes, you know, they could make a 3-star 4-star that has like a specific very niche use, and then it's like, oh well, I'll just use it on that. Please make it so that players can get memory stone shards from clearing in-game content so I can power up my characters. I mean, they already have the awakening trials for the 4 stars and stuff, and the memory stone shards from the shop, and you can buy the 5-star shards. But I don't know. I really don't think they're gonna do an event where they would give you free 5-star shards or like the memory stones and stuff like that. And the 4-star already gives you a decent amount, so I have no complaints there. But I don't know. Please make it easier to get octagram emblems. We're currently discussing adding events where players can get octagram emblems. It may take some time for these events to be added, so for the time being, please keep gathering them in monthly events to exchange. I don't really have an issue. I mean, I just wish they would release more octagram characters, because it's been about like it'll soon be 3 months since we last got our latest octagram unit, which was Ramorous. And Ramorous is cool, right? Don't get me wrong. But, you know, I don't really have a need for Ramorous, and I'm kind of holding off right now on leveling up Milim until, like, I see at least what the next octagram unit is. But I feel like 45 a month isn't too bad. I don't know. That's just me, though. It's too difficult fighting bosses. Can you make the game's overall difficulty a little easier? I don't really know what to say about this. I feel like maybe some of the bosses, like the one that instantly comes to mind is the Crucible one. The one that I just don't have as like the Earth team that I have. Just like I have all the 5-star Earth units, but I still get destroyed. But I also feel like that content is never just gonna go away, right? I can always come back to it eventually. And I feel like for Crucible and stuff like that, like, you know, it's what is it? What am I trying to find here? It's like content that's not just gonna, it's not limited time content, you know, you have time to clear it. So I feel like eventually, like, it may be hard now, but like there's no reason for you to like just try and you have to clear the content, right? I feel like it just takes a little bit of time to get your team up to the strength that it needs to be. But I feel like most of the difficulty in this game, it's not that hard. Like, as long as you know the like the way to manipulate orbs into your favor, and also a little bit of RNG and like knowing when to use skills, like it's pretty easy for the most part. And I mean, you can always just reset. Like, you can just keep resetting until you get the right RNG. Like, it's not like limited time, like where you only have like a certain number of runs and then that's it. You always have stamina, you always have time. So I feel like I don't really have any complaints, but I guess for some other people, they just want like easier content, I guess. And then the last one is bugs, features, and player requests, and I guess they'll be adding French, which is always cool. Errors occur too frequently, please fix this. I think, a big thing about this game is that people have been like, why are there so many bugs? But I feel like recently I haven't really seen like news or anything about many. Maybe it's just slight things, but it's definitely been fine-tuned compared to like the beginning when like there's so many people who couldn't even log in. I think it's definitely been like streamlined. And I personally, I run into like one bug, but then I just restarted my game and it was fine. So I personally haven't had any issues, but I mean, it's always nice to hear that they're constantly working on improving the performance of the game. And please take stricter measures to deal with cheaters. I mean, I feel like they get rid of most cheaters. I feel like, of course, there'll always be some that slip through the cracks, but their system is pretty decent, I think. You know, like some of them, it's super obvious, right? You just take a look at their profile and it's like, oh, he's #1 in Heroes Jubilee. Oh, look, he only has like level 2. I was gonna say level 2 town hall, but like the central office is only level 2 and he only has like 2 buildings, you know, like some of it's super obvious. And, you know, I guess there are others that it's a lot harder to like see if they're cheating, but I mean, they're always streamlining it and improving it. So I'm sure eventually like it'll get a lot better like over time. I feel like it's already good now. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like that was the whole survey and like the ones that they answered. I'm glad to hear that they're communicating with the community and trying to find ways that they can improve. Of course, sometimes a lot of the feedback that they get is kind of like blah blah blah, like, oh, I want free 3,000 crystals, just give it to me, or like make it so that I don't even have to play the game but I still get all the rewards. And it's like some of the stuff is like, you know, you don't really need to listen to it, but I'm glad to hear that, you know, they're putting out these surveys and it shows that they clearly want like the best for the game. And like, hey, you know, there are issues that we can't see from the development side, so like please let us know and we'll try and fix it. Glad to be hearing that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This video has been going on for a little while, like around 20-ish minutes. I'm out of breath from talking, Jesus. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe down below to be kept pretty much up to date with like the new events, new updates for the Slime Isekai Memories and potentially other games. Who knows? But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this the coverage of the user survey, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.